Hello traders, it's Tomek here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my indices forecast. I decided to change a little bit approach in this video. As you probably know, I also have here gold, silver, oil and Bitcoin, and I decided to remove them and replace them with the three other indices like S&P, like Nikkei and Australian index. I think it will be a better solution simply because we have a little bit more volatility on the indices than on metals and Bitcoin. And of course, if I see something interesting on those metals or cryptocurrencies, I will maybe make another video, like a separate video, or even will create separate playlist for this. But in this video, I plan to focus only on the indices. Okay, so if you like this, I hope you will like this, but if not, if you have any other ideas or you want to see something, feel free to contact me or leave the comment, send me the email. I'm always happy to help other traders. And of course, remember that those videos are mainly for you. So I would like to have best content as possible, especially for our listeners. Okay, so let's start from DAX. Last time we were around the support zone and we said about potential retracement and possible another retest of the support zone. And as we see here, price retested to this daily trend line, bounce, and right now we have this momentum to sell, and this momentum started on Friday. Okay, so basically whole last week, if you pay attention, first price started to range, so of course every single retracement for us was a good opportunity to sell in terms of the lower time frames. Then we had range around the trend line, and then we had breakout, so this was also a good option. You see 1 2 3 and then continuation to go up. So basically last week we have only trades against main direction, okay, because main direction is still to sell, especially it's visible on the daily chart. Okay, but there were opportunities here. This is our trend line. You see how price spiked this trend line, and then again opportunities for sell started to happen after breakout of this. Then we see a short 1 2 3 and then price went down again. Yeah, so basically we had a couple of options. I didn't trade this because I trade only with the main direction. So for me, this was against my trading plan. So right now, this breakout here was good opportunity for me, and here also. Okay. So what we have on the weekly chart, still it's a little bit you see in the range. Last week we said that maybe after bounce of the support, price decide to go up, but it looks like it's still pushing down. Okay, so our next level of the support is here, and in case if price breaks this, our next support zone will be here. Okay, so we see that we have, of course, a lot of room to go lower after this huge up move. You see we have this support, and if we pay attention, we have also this support zone. So those are the levels where price might react next time. But before this happens, really price has to break this support zone. Okay, so we are in the down momentum right now. We see daily chart. You see price bounced twice on this trend line. We have this 1 2 3 right now, 4 touches. So for us it's good trend line, especially visible on the lower time frames. And right now continuation to retest this support or the next one. Okay, so those are the next levels. In the case of the breakout, we know where price might to go. So it's really simple right now what we can do here on DAX. Basically we would like to sell this. Let me just adjust this 4-hour chart trend line. So this is our trend line here, extension, you see nice line. Yeah, so basically we wait for any pullbacks and then we look for sell entries. We also have trend line here, you see, so this might be also interesting how it will be next week, because you see if I draw this line like this to connect as much spikes as possible, we will see this. So it will be interesting if we stay in this zone. Okay, in this zone, then perfect, we know what to do. Breakout of this, breakout of this. If this happens, this is our next level in case if price stays between those two lines. And of course we have the next line. Okay, Right now, momentum is strong. So if you pay attention on the 1 hour chart, you see that if we see that price is breaking this, yes, for example, during the open, then we can just remove this trend line. So then we will have situation, yes, if price breaks this, we will have situation that maybe we will be between this support zone, and maybe price will create something like this. Okay, but keep in mind about this line. This is just just the line to just have it just in case. And what we have to do next, any retracement for now is to sell. Okay, we also have 1 hour chart trend line which looks like this. So retracement can happen back to this 36 EMA, back to this trend line, and as long as this holds, you look for short entries. Okay, so if we sell this, we have still main direction. Okay, so basically this is what I plan to do: wait for retracement and then start to sell. If I see that price is going up again and reaching this, at this level you can also try to sell. Maybe we'll have like a bounce like here, that price decide to go down. Okay, so this is what you can do. And basically right now sell. Okay, I don't see, we can say that if price reach this support zone, you will have like a 1 hour chart trendline breakout. We can look for buy entries, but right now you see the weekend, the week ended with the really strong momentum, so it's difficult right now to say something more about that. Okay, so definitely right now retracement and look for sell. Long entries, of course, are always possible, but we need to see that momentum is changing. So, like for example, here you see price started to range, then broke the 36 CMA, and then we can start to pay attention a little bit more for long scenarios. Okay, so this is right now DAX. We look for sell. NASDAQ, we see our scenario last time was to yes, this was our trend line. We said about the bounce and continuation, or breakout and possible up move. Okay, or possible breakout of this support zone, and then and then continuation. So what we see, that price bounced here, but we didn't have exactly immediately continuation. Price started to range a little bit. So if we have this situation, we simply say that we would like to wait for breakouts. And then price broke this, went to our level, okay, and then we had momentum to buy. So in this case, what you can always do, if we draw trend line and after trend line breakout, we start to pay attention to buys, okay, if you trade against main direction, because buys were again against main direction. And if we go to 4-hour chart, so daily, you see price retested almost the resistance together with the 36, and now it's pushing down. So basically last week we had some options here to try if there was setup, then in this direction, and then after trendline breakout in the up move. And another thing, if we see the price, we couldn't draw any trend line here. So after breakout of the 36 EMA, this was here. We can start to look for short entries around this move. Then we had this retracement, so another option to look for sell entries. Okay, so we had a couple of opportunities on NASDAQ, and what we have now, we see that we are below the 36 EMA on the weekly chart. So maybe really this can drop lower. Yes, and another support is down here, and we see that this support is together with the monthly 36, and maybe we'll have this retracement back to this level. Okay, so right now weekly chart is pushing down, daily chart is also making right now for us short daily 1 to 3. Okay, so momentum is to sell. Our previous support was broken, so basically for us it's clean information that any retracement is option to sell. This is our 2 to 3 line. So right now it's really easy. Previously we also had a little bit of the support on the lower time frames here, okay, where price almost stopped, but right now it's broken, so any retracement is to sell. Okay, so this is my plan. And whenever price retrace, sell. Of course, if you are if you scalp really on the lower time frames on really Renko settings, you can draw volatility trend line here, and if you have this trend line breakout, okay, you can look for buy entries and target this 1 hour chart trend line. But this will be really aggressive option. A little bit more conservative is to wait for the retracement and trade with the main momentum. But it's also possible to trade against. And if price is in any case breaks this 4 hour chart trend line, and maybe not even 4 hour chart, but this 1 hour chart trend line, maybe we will get continuation to go up to this. But right now everything is pointing to sell, so we wait for the retracement, we look to sell. US 30, same situation. We see that price retested daily 36 and it's pushing down right now. Last week we said about, like on NASDAQ, we said about the breakouts and up move or continuation to target support zone and this trend line. And we see what happened. Price bounced here. Okay, so we bounced. So here we could start to look for short entries. Okay, in this area, this whole area for us was option to pay attention to sells. Then we didn't have continuation. You see price started to range, so we had to wait for clean direction, and clean direction started from this candle when price started to go long, because our trend line later on was like this. Okay, so basically we were stuck in this wedge here. So after breakout you could easily start to look for buys to target the resistance. Okay, and resistance was a little bit broken, but it was false breakout and price collapsed again. Okay, and this was also 4 hour chart 1 to 3 here, you see. So after this we could easily look for buys. So what we have now, let me just delete the lines so it will be much easier to understand. We see that weekly right now it's pointing down, so maybe we will have continuation of this move to this support zone. We are not so obvious like on the NASDAQ that we are below the 36, but daily chart is also making daily short 1 to 3. This is our new trend line right now. Okay, so right now price is pushing down. Where is our next support? Let's try to find. Right now we are a little bit on the support, but I wouldn't pay attention much because momentum is strong, so I would try to find next level of the support. And for US 30, next area of the support is here. So like on other pairs, wait for the retracement, look for this trend line was broken, you see. Yes, so right now, and also here is a little bit of the support on the 4 hour chart, but if momentum comes from the daily, it can really go lower. Okay, so right now I also here would like to see some retracements and pay attention to sell. As long as 1 hour chart trend line holds, you look for sell entries. If price breaks this, then we can try again to, because I will show you another scenario. If this is broken and price continue to go up, maybe this support will hold. So what we will have, maybe situation like this later on. Okay, right now, you know, this is everything like a plan, because we don't know. I just want to prepare you for upcoming week. Of course, if price breaks this trend line, we are ready to buy again, because this is daily trend line. So after daily trend line breakout, we can expect that price continue to go up. Of course, keep in mind that around this level you also have strong resistance area. Okay, so price must break resistance together with the trend line, and then you look for buys. If price continue to go down, perfect. Right now, definitely looks to sell. So every retracement is good to sell. Maybe price will even make double bottom, and then will create this. So if you like, after 1 hour chart trend line breakout, you can look for buys. So I will just leave the lines like this, and we will see next week what we'll have. S&P 500. Let's start to make our top-down approach here, because this is something new. Usually NASDAQ and S&P moves more or less the same. They are all a little bit connected. So, but sometimes we have a little bit different price actions on each. So we have support zone here. Okay, We have support. Price is pushing right now, you see, down. Our next support level is here. Okay, so right now we focus to sell because daily chart is also making for us daily short 1 to 3. This is like, you know, our trend line. Okay, so you see also here that we have this daily short 1 to 3, lower high. Price is pushing down. Next possible support from the intraday trading, because this support is like for the swing trading, but if you do day trading or scalping, this might be your next area of possible stop. Okay, so right now also here we would like to sell, but this is more or less same situation. You see, like on the US30, that we are around the support, so the situation will be more or less the same. Right now we wait for the retracements. Yes, we wait for the retracements, and then we try to sell. In case of the trendline breakout, maybe this supports will be stronger and we look for buy. So the situation is more or less the same on the US, on the S&P, like on the US 30. So keep in mind this. A little bit better situation on the S&P if we pay attention on the daily chart, because it's a little bit much smoother than US 30. That's why you can trade both and you can just pick up which one looks better. So exactly the same situation like on the previous. Japan index, so Nikkei. So what we have here, weekly chart. This will be, of course, completely different, and we already see that looks differently. Oops, not this line. So it looks like a range, but it also looks like a breakout of range. So if this range is broken, the next support zone is here. Okay, so we have really possible nice drop here. Okay, so this is our weekly trend line, and we go to daily chart, and what we will see that price is making for us. Let me just take this line. Price is making for us a daily long, sorry, daily short 1 to 3. Okay, so this is really we don't know yet. Yes, we will know, of course, after period of time if this is real breakout or not. Definitely you are on the support, so this might be real breakout and price continue to go down, or this will be just like a, you know, like a false breakout, and then price maybe will go again to retest this trend line. This trend line is strong, so this is your next resistance, but price also can make like a double bottom here and then decide to go down. But right now looks quite promising to look to sell. This is our daily trend line here. Okay, so what we can do right now, we can look for short entries, but with low risk, because we are around the support zone. Okay, so low risk is necessary here, and because, like I said, yes, we are on the support, so it's better to use lower risk. We had first set up here to jump in. Right now, any retracement is also good to sell. Intraday trading or scalping, if you do scalping here, it's okay. Remember, we are around the support, so low risk. And if price breaks this daily trend line, you can look for buy entries and target this daily trend line. And then, of course, long-term target is here. In between, we will find probably resistance around this point. If I zoom out a little bit, we will see that there is a little bit of the resistance here. You see? So then this is your next possible goal. Okay, we have even this resistance, but it will be together with the trend line, so we don't have to draw this. We need to find another one which is around this area. Okay, so it's more or less like 50%. So this is what we have here. Yeah, so we know what to do. And Australian index weekly chart, we see what the price, you know, broke the 36 EMA. So now it looks quite promising because we had this range. This range was broken, and it looks like a, you know, strong break, retest, and we might get continuation. Okay, so where is our next support zone on this? Here we have. This was already broken, but price retraced, so we have to still have it. We have to still draw it. And the next one, if we zoom out a little bit, it will be somewhere around. Definitely here is the strong one, but we need to find another one, which is not so easy. But here something we have something here, okay? So those are the weekly levels. Daily, you see here also that we have nice daily short 1 to 3, but 2 to 3 line was not broken yet. Yeah, so what we have we have this trend line. So basically what we would like to see is the breakout, and whenever we start to have setup, yes, if we have setup, ideally we would like to have setup here, that we would like to see momentum, okay? We would like to see momentum and have setup here, okay? And then together with this trend line, this will be our good option to sell. So this is what we have. If we have spike, yes, if we have situation that price is going up here, we will be above the 4-hour chart, 36 EMA. So I would then draw a little bit different trend line, something like this, okay? And I would wait for possible to take the sell entries. I would like to see setup below the 36 EMA on the 4-hour chart, okay? And then it will be nice for me to sell. If we do not have this, it's better to wait, but because maybe price will, you know, false breakout, will go and retest this again, and then will go down, okay? So if this happens, wait for breakout after trend line, okay? And whenever price breaks this line and start to make higher highs, higher lows, you can buy and target this resistance, okay? So this is our option. In between, basically we have resistance here where price retested. Basically we have this 50% more or less range here, okay? So this is also strong resistance. So in case of the breakout, just pay attention to this one, okay? This might be another possible stop for this, and then we can go to the next one, okay? So this is what we have. So that's all. I hope you enjoyed this. Of course, feel free to comment this. And if you have any suggestions or questions, feel free to contact me or just leave the comment. So guys, thanks a lot. Wish you all a wonderful week with possible trades and with the momentum. And hear you soon. Bye.